So sick of the hobos, always begging for change. I don't like how I gotta work and they just sit around and get paid. I hate all of the people who can't drive their cars. Bitch, you better get out of the way before I start falling apart. I hate how my wife is always up my ass. She always wants to buy brand new things, but I don't have the cash. I hate my job, all of my rich friends. I hate everyone to the bitter end. Nothing turns out right, there's no end in sight. I hate my life. Come on, never get late. Nice guys always lose. How could she have another headache? There's always some kind of excuse. I still hate my job. My boss is a dick. I don't get paid nearly enough to put up with all of your shit. I hate my job, all of my rich friends. I hate everyone to the bitter end. Nothing turns out right, there's no end in sight. I hate my life. Yeah.
What's
What
up?
up? What up? What up?
So, we've been announcing for a little while now that we had a very special filming location for you guys today. And in case you can't tell, we're in a blanket fort.
Blanket fort. Yes.
Fortress of Blankitude.
Yes. No girls allowed, bitches.
None. Zero. Girls, if
I
you're
didn't mean
watching.
to. I didn't mean to call you girls bitches. I was just saying.
I mean, we love you. We can't have babies without you, and that makes you very important.
True story.
It's true. Hashtag feminism.
Word.
So, but you're not allowed in our fort.
That was a general bitches.
Right.
Not female directed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Political correctness and all that does not exist in this show.
No, not really.
So today's theme, guys, is fuck adulting.
Fudge.
Fudge
We
adulting.
gotta fudge adulting.
But we don't say fudge.
We don't say fudge. Say F dash dash.
F-K adulting. In the name of all things forget adulting, we have worn our pajamas.
Yo.
Mine have a giant rip in the back of the leg. It's all good though.
I couldn't find a Star Wars one.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
He was more
Ditto.
disappointed, but, you know. We also have decided to bring out the child in ourselves. We have animal crackers,
And Teddy Grams.
and last but not least, Capri Sun. No, we are not promoting any of these items.
Nope.
We are not being paid to show these items.
We should. That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing. Hey, Capri Sun, if you're watching.
And Teddy Graham.
Yeah, and Animal Cracker.
Wait, Nabisco. I'm sorry, Nabisco. Cha-ching!
We're not a charity, but we accept donations. Oh, man.
I just got a text today, too, by the way. It was from Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Yeah, go figure. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But, yeah, they wanted me to promote Dr. Pepper, and they wanted to plaster Dr. Pepper all over my car. They'd pay me $500 a week.
Okay.
I don't think that's true.
Probably
I'm just
not.
saying.
Probably not. Because that's
Although-
huge.
I would turn my car into a big-ass bottle of Dr. Pepper for $500 a week.
For $500 a week, I would save all of that money, go buy a semi, plaster that with Dr. Pepper.
Well, hell yeah. It'd be like kind of like the Wienermobile, but the Dr. Pepper mobile.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so sweet. I don't know.
Literally just have it shaped like a can of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper printed.
You know how
everywhere.
Red Bull's got that fucking little can on top of it? No, fuck all that little can thing. The whole car
Is
going to be a can.
We'll even make it out of aluminum. Probably not the best idea. Oh, shoot.
Today on the highway, a Dr. Pepper can exploded.
I can just imagine, like, you're so into Dr. Pepper, you have this Dr. Pepper dispenser in your console, and, like, Dr. Pepper can car exploded. Dr. Pepper spews everywhere. Streets are flooded.
But like everybody's luck, the can will get jammed in the thing, so you'd be trying to get it out, and then boom! Just hit something.
Oh, the highway became a vending machine. I need me a kid son. Mine is lemonade flavored.
Yeah, I got fruit punch because it's awesome.
See, it's kind of a paradox because the theme today is fuck adulting. But you know what I had to do in order to get these Capri Suns?
You had to get a job.
I had to adult.
And then you had to buy them with the money that you earned from that job.
I had to work for approximately half an hour. Well, 15 minutes. Is about how much these were worth. About 15 minutes.
It sucks, man.
And then I had to go into a store. That was awful.
Yeah. Have you been shopping lately? It's ridiculous.
I don't know what's up with all these people and their shopping habits lately.
Man, I don't know.
But the stores have been jam-packed.
4th of July is coming up, that's why.
Yeah, you're probably right. I know when I was at Walmart, there was an announcement. Well, first get this, okay. So first and foremost, at Kroger, there was a security issue, and you just hear them announce over the PA. All departments report to Area AB for a security issue. I repeat, all departments report to Area AB for security issue, please. And then at Walmart, they made an announcement to have every registered trained associate at the front immediately. So, like, that's how bad it was.
At Kroger?
That one was at Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. I'm sorry.
Kroger had the security issue. Walmart was the cashier place.
Huh. What the hell? Somebody stealing steak at Kroger? What the fuck are you gonna steal at Kroger?
Lawn chairs. I was a kid once.
Somebody was stealing lawn chairs at Kroger. Come on.
They're like $6 a piece, man.
I would have gave you the $6.
I appreciate that.
That's probably on my 4th job by then. You know, because I'm old and shit.
Because I'm old and shit. I've already had like 8 jobs in my lifetime. It's sad. I've only been working for 5 years, going on 6 years. I've had more jobs than I've been working, like the amount of years that I've been working.
Not counting like shoveling snow. I've been working for 22 years.
You've been working as long as I've been alive.
Sad.
Do you feel old yet?
I always feel old. Like this shit. Like, okay, we built our blanket fort. You know how much of a pain in the ass it was to get into this blanket fort? For me, anyways.
For me too,
Okay,
really.
I got to the age where my metabolism has slowed way the fuck down, and I've gained all this weight, and I can't even get into a fort that I made.
And it's not like it's a tiny fort either. Like, it's
Isn't
not
it?
a
It's
little
pretty
kid
big.
fort. This is an acceptable.
My kids would fucking love this.
Yeah, this would be like a bedroom to them. They would sleep in this.
It's bad.
Thank God we're gonna destroy it before your kids come home.
I don't know. I might use this and make one with them.
There you go.
I just won't get in it because, you know, I can't.
They will love you for it, though. It would have been awesome, actually, to have them on this episode, and they could have just been sitting here, like, coloring and drawing and stuff while we talk.
Yeah, they would have loved it.
And then they can just pop in at random times, like, look, I drew a pony. So, anyways, guys. we've come up with a couple of things that we were going to discuss. We've mutually agreed that one of the worst things that you have to do as an adult, which starts off when you first start doing it, it's a blast. You're like, holy shit, I'm finally an adult and I'm free and this is great. But then you realize how bad it sucks, and that's driving.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, driving is horrible. And then, like, you gotta pay for, like, insurance, and you gotta pay for gas, and you gotta pay... Parking.
That's the most annoying fucking thing.
Oh, God, yeah.
I hate paying for parking.
Mm-hmm.
Especially growing up somewhere where everywhere you park, it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And then you randomly go to a city, and it's like, $15 for an hour?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, when we went to Cincy, man,
Mm-hmm.
that was fucking nutty.
It was ridiculous.
I'm just gonna move to a random city, and open up a parking lot.
I know
I'm
you'd be
gonna
rich.
buy a plot of land and just be like, park here, people. Charge them $5 a head. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's literally like the easiest money ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is maintain it.
Yeah, pretty much. I
And I do security, so you know,
not hard.
I'd just be like, walk around with a flashlight. It'd be good.
Like, literally, you just buy a plot of land, you pave it, you draw lines in it, and then you set up a ticket thing, and you have to have the drop arm, because otherwise you'll get people parking there for free and shit.
Exactly.
You know,
Yep.
don't want that. But,
No, not at all.
But hell, I mean, even if you make, like, let's say you have 10 parking spaces, charge $5 for a whole day, that's $50 a day for doing nothing.
Right. Just sitting there playing phone game. Fortnite. Play Fortnite in a little booth while they're all fucking just parking and hoping their shit don't get broken into. And you're like, I didn't see nothing. I was playing Fortnite.
Don't tell them that, though. They won't park there anymore.
True.
Do you actually play Fortnite?
I have never played Fortnite.
It's really fun.
I hear it's really good, but I don't know. Is it a phone game? It started out as a phone game.
PUBG is like... Okay, so the rivalry is between Fortnite and PUBG. They're the same type of game, they just have different ways of going about it.
Okay.
So it's a battle royale, like this huge arena, and 100 players go in and they shoot each other until everyone's dead.
Right.
PUBG is like a realistic, army type of thing where you have guns and jeeps and motorcycles and stuff, and you can drive around. And whereas Fortnite focuses more on like a fantasy version of it, they have like shields, rocket launchers. You can't drive any vehicles except for a shopping cart that they just introduced. And you can
A shopping cart?
A shopping cart. One of your buddies pushes the cart, another one sits in the cart, and the guy who's sitting in the cart can just shoot people while he gets pushed.
That's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, they have a lot of different stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun, but it's not easy.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty hard, especially when you get those people that like play it constantly. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I thought it was for the phone, so I'm looking up Fortnite on my phone yesterday. Because actually, alright, I have had this dream since I was 18. I wanted to build a castle, right? Well, I actually wanted this way before I was 18, but I started planning it all in my head. What the fuck are you doing? It wasn't creepy at all.
I was trying to recreate that quintessential movie moment where the kid is like sucking on his Capri Sun really loud, and it's
Really?
like...
It wasn't working. You're just looking all creepy and shit.
Anyway, continue. You've wanted to build a castle, which I can empathize with that.
So yeah, I had this whole castle. Since I've been 18, or since I was 18, I've been slowly planning it, like how I want each thing. And then I would change it up a bit because I had kids and, things like that. So, actually, me and my girlfriend yesterday were sitting down on the couch and we started drawing it out. Okay, and I should have grabbed it, but I did not. But basically, we drew it. We were drawing it out, and it's gonna be so badass. Like,
We have our first
ooh,
live caller.
ooh, we're gonna call him.
Hey there, Josh. Don't know if this is intentional or not, but you are currently live on the shit show. What would you like to say to all the viewers?
Hi.
Say that one more time.
Hi.
Thank you. What did you need, buddy? Keep in mind you're live.
I'm calling you back. You called me yesterday.
Yeah, fair enough. We don't have time for that, but since you're here, today's theme is fuck adulting. What do you have to say about fuck adulting? Ah!
He did not want to be on the show.
No, he did not. Oh. He said hi at least. I mean, that's something.
It sounded like he just woke up.
It did kind of sound that way.
Doesn't have time for this.
He's like, he was not expecting that at all.
That was like probably one of the best first calls ever.
That was the only first call we've ever had, so like, I'll take it.
He was so monotone, and he said it the exact same way. Hi.
He did too, each
Hi.
time. Oh, that was good. That was good. I hope we get more calls like that.
So yes, call in.
Please call in.
Skype in.
Phone call, Facebook, we don't care. Just call
Chat
us.
it in the little window on the over here.
Anything. Would it be over here? I think it'd be over.
No.
'cause it's mirrored, isn't it?
See? I don't know. I got so much lag on this.
I'm just gonna keep pointing this way and hope that it works. Look, Babes is chatting. Oh no, you were right.
Ooh,
it
what's
would
up?
be that way.
She called me cutie. Huh?
She said cuties. We're both cute. It's my girlfriend. So
shit.
anyway, you've made alterations to this plan for a castle.
Yep. And I realize now that I'm gonna have to get 12 jobs and win the lottery to fulfill this. And it depressed me kind of because I chat it. What?
I don't want to chat it. I want to talk to you.
What's with the thumb down?
Right?
What is that shit?
What is this shit?
What?
At least she's watching though.
Yeah.
Now we have two watching.
We have 2 people. Well,
One of them is us.
we got one person besides us watching. It's crazy.
This has never happened before. Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I had like I actually Googled it yesterday, like how much it would cost per square foot to build this house. Well, this house my castle is gonna be like 12,000 square feet.
Oh god.
Massive, right?
Yeah.
So, face palm. Never mind.
Never mind.
So, I had it all planned out, and I got like, okay, so my castle is gonna be square, obviously. I'm gonna have a wall around it, and I don't really remember where I was going with this, to be honest with you. So I'm just trying to tell you about my castle now.
I'm cool with that.
So okay, so, and when you walk in, or you're gonna drive in through this gate, and then it's like gonna have like a driveway that goes all the way around, right? So you don't have to like back up and turn out to go out.
Okay, so you can just loop, full loop. Okay.
Yep. And then, or you can go at the end of the house. You can go to the right, and it's gonna go right into a. No.
You're not allowed to stop watching. You just can't
Why?
be in the blanket for it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You're not technically physically in the blanket for it, so you're okay.
Right.
You can watch this.
Right. We clarified this at the beginning of the episode, but you weren't here for that. You need to go back and rewatch the beginning.
Right. so
Loop
you
around
can
him?
you can loop around the thingy, and then you can go right, and you'll go into the garage. Okay. Now said lame. So.
That means she doesn't know about the Capri Suns or the animal crackers.
Yeah. Don't watch the beginning. Hey, back up. That's not for you.
Go to your room. Go to your room. He wants the animal crackers.
Right.
They're
Back up.
mine.
Back up.
Precious.
Back up.
He really
Good
does
boy.
not like that. I love it.
No.
That's so cool.
It's just a noisemaker, people. So
Don't like freak out about animal abuse or something.
it'd be weird if they can hear it through the.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
That would be so cool. I kind of want to do a thing now. I'm going to do a thing. Don't mind.
Right, but he was trying to. I mean, he's gonna eat our animal crackers and everything else. We're not letting him in. And technically, he's fixed, so he has no balls. Just saying.
He's close enough to a girl, because, you know.
3 watchers.
We have 3 people watching now. Holy shit.
Right,
Guys,
back off, buddy.
I don't know what animal this is, but look at it. No, right? You can't have it. Ow.
Back off. Back up.
I have an idea.
Go get the light.
Okay, continue with the story.
Oh yeah.
Loop
And-
around driveway.
Yep. You got loop around driveway. You go drive into the thing, into the garage, and then you can go when you go inside the garage. There's going to be a doorway that goes into the house, obviously.
Makes
Now
sense.
that house is, or that door is going to come out under a stairway. I'm going to have two big ass stairways, like on both sides of the house, that goes up to the second floor. Right? Kind of, not spiral, but
Kind of like Victorian style,
yeah,
sort of.
yeah.
Okay.
But all of this is going to be stone. It's going to look like a legit castle.
Right, like
So-
Dracula.
Exactly. So, I'm gonna have turrets on not the guns.
Okay, that was my immediate thought too. Like, what are you preparing for?
No, I'm gonna have like the turrets on all four corners. There's gonna be the girls' bedroom, my kids, their bedroom. They're each gonna have their own room, and the top floor. The second floor is gonna be where they're actually like they sleep, they do their homework, they whatever. Then they're gonna have the closet. Is inside the closet. There's gonna be like a little trap door kind of thing, so they can open it, and it's gonna have a slide that goes all the way down to the
That is
bottom.
really cool.
And then they can open up a door. The bottom part is gonna be their playrooms, so they have their each individual playrooms if they want, and then they can walk out into like the living room and whatever. But when you first walk into the front door, straight ahead is gonna be like this big, like stone cylinder in the middle that goes all the way up with a door. So you open this door, there's gonna be a spiral staircase that goes all the way up it, and then you can get to the second floor that way, or you can keep going up and it'll open up on the roof,
That is so fucking cool.
so you can hang out on the roof.
That is awesome. I like it.
And
I
I'm
was
gonna
expecting
put
it
like
to be an elevator, but
no, see, my girlfriend, she wanted an elevator in there, and I didn't really want one. It was too modern,
makes sense.
you know. So I really love the castle thing. So, but
So cool.
my basement, it's gonna be a dungeon, like a complete dungeon. It's gonna have the like dungeon cells in there and everything.
Is
But
it-
I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 of them in there, and each one's gonna have like a couple different video game systems. So with big ass screens.
Are you gonna have a red room?
Yes. Yes. That's gonna be hidden behind the
Bookcase?
no, it's an iron a knight.
Oh, the statue.
armor.
Yeah.
So you pull his arm down, opens up second dungeon.
boom, 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 boom. That's so cool.
And I'm gonna have a moat, right? It's gonna go all the way around the house, all the way around the wall. No, not the wall. It's gonna go around the house.
Can I be your alligator?
But it's going to connect to the pool so that our moat doubles as a lazy river.
That's neat.
And you can just float around, and then there's going to be an access point where it's going to go down a little hill,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's going to go into the basement. So right in the middle of the basement floor, there's going to be like a little lazy river, goes all the way through the other side into our pool.
Yeah,
Yep.
that you definitely have to win the lottery a couple times for that one.
Yeah, like I didn't Google, I didn't take into account for the moat, but
Right.
everything else, it's like it was going to be shit. What was it? It was like $1.4 million just to build the outside. I mean, it's not insane, but
I would have expected it to be a little more than that, actually.
and that's kind of like with crappy material. It's not like with the best material.
right.
So I'm thinking probably around $3 million, which I averaged my castle. I wanted a $5 million castle,
That's not bad.
so
That's not bad.
I just have to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to save up a bunch of money to buy a plot of land and just slowly build on it. Like it'll take me until I die to build my castle, but I will die in my castle.
Why not comparatively, like...
Oh, what do you do?
He just minimized it, no biggie.
So
We're good.
okay.
But anyway, like, you could take that money to buy a plot of land and just buy a bunch of lottery tickets.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah,
not
but-
guaranteed anything, but chances
Right.
are. Also,
Can a person who wins the lottery, can they play more lottery?
yeah, you can keep playing.
So why don't, like, the people that win like $345 million, like, after taxes and stuff, they bring it home. Why do they not just buy like $1 million worth of lottery tickets? They're gonna win.
You don't even need to spend that much. I actually did the math on this one time. You need just under $500,000 to play every single possible variant.
Yeah, see? What? Like, why not?
Yeah.
I would
don't
win every fucking time.
Well, the part of the reason is because the amount of time it would take you to purchase that many tickets, it would take you over a year at a single machine. Even if you divvied up the money between like 20 different people that you really trusted and had them go and buy tickets for you,
Mhm.
it would still take a really long time. So it's hard to, figure with that in being taken into account. It's hard.
Well,
We got way off track. And
we
I
did,
love it.
yeah. Sorry about that.
I mean, I'm cool with it. That was an interesting conversation. But we started talking
Because
about
he's a smart ass, and my math sucks.
So, it was based on the Powerball, and there's only so many possible numeric, sequences that can come up in Powerball. So you basically just figure out exactly how many numerical sequences can come up, and equate the cost of a ticket. So it's one ticket per numerical sequence, and then you just figure it out from there. It's not hard. You just have to Google the answers if you don't feel like doing the math. But yeah, it comes out to just under $500,000 for every single possible numerical sequence.
Math.
Math is a blessing, man.
Says you.
Just imagine if Sir Isaac Newton hadn't invented gravity.
That bastard ruined my dreams.
I wanted to fly into outer space.
Isaac Newton inventing gravity. Now I can't fly. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, I can for about 4 seconds, but then I die.
For about 4 seconds. Depends on how high up you start from. Like, if you start in the atmosphere, you got a solid, 10 minutes of falling before you finally hit the ground.
Yeah, that'd just be scary.
That would be so terrifying.
Like, you're gonna die.
There's
It's like,
nothing you can do about
It
it.
would look like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey when they fall down that hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like Spy Kids when they fall in the pit, but there's a fan at the bottom, so they just keep floating and floating,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
feels like they're falling. How long have we been falling? For like an hour. God. Oh, so what we had started talking about, though, was driving experiences and why driving...
That did go way off track.
We did. Why driving makes adulting so shitty. Capri Sun takes precedence. So, just for those of you who are young and innocent and dumb, not stupid, just dumb. The reason that driving sucks is because, once you start driving, you will never want to walk anywhere ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. That's really horrible.
When I was a teenager, I walked everywhere.
Mhm.
Now I'm an adult.
Usually barefoot, just because I wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, toughen up the feet, man.
Yeah.
Now that I'm an adult, if I have to walk there, I'm not going.
Dog.
The fortress of blankitude is not impenetrable, especially not to a doge. So
Come on, stop.
Aaron's butt happens to be feeling the the main side effects from that.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, so driving is awful for one. Like you said, for one, because once you start driving, you're never gonna want to walk anywhere ever again, and that's awful. You need to walk.
It's bad.
The second reason, in my opinion, is because almost dying a lot is not healthy.
Yeah, no. It's not. Like, if you really think about it, okay? Your tires on your car are being held by, what? 4, sometimes 5 lug nuts. One tire. So,
Usually 5.
you're relying your entire existence on, we'll just say 20 lug nuts. Your entire existence. Because you're doing 70, some people 80, 90 miles an hour.
Sometimes 100.
Right.
Cough, cough.
And you're relying on 20 pieces of steel to save your life.
And then if those hold up, then you're relying on an airbag that shoots you in the face at 200 miles per hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
And leaves chemical burns. And a seatbelt that can cut into your skin.
Mm-hmm. You're rolling around, and you're sitting on a gas tank.
Yeah.
You know?
You're literally driving possible explosions.
Stop.
Like, at any
Go.
given moment, if a rock jumps up and hits your gas tank hard enough, I mean, you probably won't explode from that, but it could cause a serious health risk. Undoubtedly.
Now, go to your room. Sorry. Okay, so imagine this scenario, okay? You're driving along the expressway doing 90 miles an hour.
Go to your room.
Okay. One of your bolts break, bounces, hits your gas tank, your wheel kind of does one of these things.
Little jerky jerk.
Yep, and then your airbag deploys, and then that bolt bounces up, hits your gas tank, and explodes your car. So you get busted in the face by by your airbag, and then die in a fiery crash.
So let's just count this out step by step real quick. So first and foremost, your car starts jerking, so now you have whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you get hit in the face with the airbag,
Mm-hmm.
which causes chemical burns on top of, probably broken nose and other issues.
Mm-hmm.
And then your car explodes, which either kills you instantaneously, one would hope, or sets you aflame and you die a slow, fiery death. Cars are scary.
They are. They are when you really think about it. I had this when I was a little younger. I would question everything. Okay, like nothing made sense to me ever. It was just like I had this thing where, okay, you have a glass of pop. You pour a glass of pop, right? And once everything settles down, you have just like a few bubbles that bubble up. But it was, with me, I don't know, but with me it was always in the middle. Like, it would always come up through the middle of the pop. It would never come on the sides. It would always be right in the middle.
I never paid attention.
I did, and I didn't understand why.
Did you figure it out?
Never did. It's one of those things. Never understood it. But when I was younger, I questioned a lot of things that just, like, in your car, why does it take so long when you fill your tank up? Why does it take so long for it to start dropping down? But if you fill it up to like a quarter of a tank,
It drops immediately.
it drops quickly.
That one seems like it'd be a little easier for me to answer because, hydrothermodynamics, not my forte, but a simple, like, flotation meter on your gas tank, that's a little more up my alley. Like, possibly because the fuel meter was designed to go to, let's say you have a 25-gallon tank that technically fits 26 gallons. Your fuel meter is only meant to go up to 25 gallons. So once you hit 25 gallons, boom, you have a full tank. But you actually have 26 gallons in the tank, so you have to go through that extra gallon in order to get to a point where the meter starts reading, hypothetically. But if you're below that 25-gallon mark,
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
it's a possible solution.
Yep.
I know nothing about cars, so I have no idea if that's actually the case. But that's like I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine. His name is Chris. Hi, Chris. He works at a warehouse that I used to work at, still kind of work at. And like one of the first times that we worked together, we started talking about like weed and cigarettes and stuff like that. And he's a pretty smart guy. Like he has that similar thought process of like questioning everything.
Mm-hmm.
And his question to me was like, I've always wondered why smoking a cigarette after you smoke weed makes you feel higher, or it makes it hit you harder.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a thought that had crossed my mind in the past before too, because I've noticed a lot of potheads will immediately smoke a cigarette after they finish doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about how it helps the high set in or whatever. And so I started hypothesizing with him one day, and I'm like, you know, I wonder if maybe it's just because smoking a cigarette is a stimulant and it increases your blood flow, which allows the blood to carry the cannabinoids to your brain a little bit faster before they have a chance to dilute, and so therefore it's a stronger high. And on top of that, also, smoking can cause one to get a lightheaded effect called a nicotine buzz. And in that particular instance, maybe what you're feeling isn't necessarily a heavier hit from the weed, but you're just getting the nicotine buzz on top of the weed buzz, and it's like collaborating really well. They meld together really well, so you can't really tell the difference. And his mind was like, wow, you're right. Like, we think about things. That's what the shit show's about.
I also had this thought one time before. Like, what if one day we wake up and friction didn't exist?
We'd be
Like,
dead.
not gravity, but like we still had gravity, but we had no friction.
We'd be dead.
So like, you'd be holding like your phone or try to hold your phone, and it would just be. You'd be driving your car, and it'd just be like all over. You wouldn't even be able to steer.
I don't even think you'd be able to like go forward at that point.
Like, would you even be able to walk? Probably not. You'd just be like,
To be fair, all of your muscles and all of your joints and everything work on a friction basis. Like the way that your leg
you
bends,
just be like a puddle of goo, just laying there like. Brr.
you wouldn't be able to move at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like your muscles wouldn't have friction to catch on the bone to be able to propel. So yeah, dude, you'd be fucked.
That would just suck.
Everyone's lives would be miserable. We couldn't move. We couldn't eat. We might be able to sleep a lot. So I mean, that's good.
No, but I used to have these questions a lot when I was younger. And my mom and my stepdad, they started buying me these books of like useless facts, like things like that, and like a book of like 200 of the most random questions. And stuff
That's so cool though. Like
it was. I love them. I read them. And they actually answered a lot of questions.
That's so cool. Like I've always been interested in things growing up. Like I was the kind of child who used to try to learn things when I was just so that I could be like, hey, did you know that female penguins give rocks and things for sex?
Oh, we got white ones.
Is it this?
No, it's not that.
Can you hear it through the headphones?
Yeah.
Is it just like static?
Yeah, it's like. Oh, there it goes.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I wonder if
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
it's
the
a lot better.
PC fan.
Oh, it could be.
Might have been. Sorry.
Thank you.
It
It's
wasn't
the
like a-
light. She said.
Interesting.
Hit it. Not bad.
Okay, we're good. That means I can get him to continue chasing it so that he won't try to feed me his wobble.
Man, how long was that going on for?
I have a feeling it was probably the PC fan, so it was probably kicking on and off here and there. But it wasn't like obnoxious, right? Like you could.
No,
still
it was
get-
just like, but you couldn't really hear us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like we got real quiet.
Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. So.
Thank you.
It's the shit show, guys. You can't have a shit show without a little bit of shit.
Exactly. Or a lot of shit.
It just
Usually
depends.
a lot of shit.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing pretty good these past couple of shows.
We have.
Next
I'm
one's
very
gonna go
proud of it.
straight down the toilet, though.
It was only there for like 30 seconds.
Oh, that's not bad. That's good.
Cool.
Our next show is doomed. Karma's gonna come
Thank
back
you.
and be like, "You had a taste of the good life. Now you're fucked." So, guys, who wants to call in? Who wants to call in on the shit show and be live? Babe, I know you want to call in on the shit show and be live.
You should.
You should.
Call in.
Tell us what you hate about adulting.
Skype it.
Speaking of other things that I hate about adulting, work.
Yeah.
Number one hatred about adulting.
Okay. I don't mind work. Like, I just wish I didn't have to work.
Agreed.
You know, if I didn't have to work, like it would be 100, probably 1,000 times better. But you have to work. Like, I wish we could go back to the days where we bartered.
Yeah.
You know, like screw all this like cash money thing and change and all this other fuck all that. I like just barter.
Look, she's
Oh.
calling in.
Oh, got a caller.
Hey, babe.
Hi, is this the shit show?
This is the shit show.
Well, you want to know why adulting sucks?
This is Kelsey. This isn't even Babe. Why does it suck, Kelsey?
Because I'm 2 months late on a car payment and I don't make enough money.
I hear you. That's why I got my car taken away.
We were actually just talking about having to work to get money and how money sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, prices in Michigan or anywhere in general keep going up, but the minimum wage isn't, and I want to know why, because that's really shitty.
Well, we here at the Shit Show have an answer for you.
America.
Because the government sucks, man. They did, however, here in Michigan, there is a bill passed that's supposed to provide incremental raises in the minimum wage. So, like, right now it's resting at $9.25, and it's supposed to go up to, like, $10 by, like, 2020, I think is what it was. So, I mean, it's supposed to slowly go up and up and up to $11 an hour is the final. It's like $11.15 or something. But it's going to take a few years.
Even after that $11, you still can't afford that. $11 is minimum wage. You can't afford that to live in an apartment, even.
Not at minimum wage, no. If that is the minimum wage, no. But the good news is that when the minimum wage goes up, it'll cause a ripple effect throughout the working force. And other jobs that, for example, currently pay $10 to $11 an hour. For example, we can say McDonald's, I've seen hires in at like $10 to $11 an hour. When minimum wage goes up to that point, McDonald's will probably actually stay at minimum wage because it's McDonald's. But there are other fields like hotels and like housekeeping industries and stuff like that that will jump up probably to like 13 or 14 an hour, maybe even 15. And then the people that are currently making 15, like EMTs and other specialty trained, they will jump up probably to like the 18 to 20 range from there.
I don't know. I don't feel that's what's going to happen. I feel what's going to happen is when minimum wage goes up, inflation's going to happen.
Well, inflation
everything
will
else,
happen.
Everything else is going to go up real quick.
And it absolutely will.
And it'll just basically be like we are now. Because government.
You want to know why I think adulting sucks?
Why does adulting suck?
Because you don't enjoy things as much as you do when you were a kid. Like amusement parks and food and all those like exciting things. When you were a kid, you don't enjoy them anymore.
All adults are
and
dead
then you
inside.
have all the stress and all other bullshit that comes along with it.
I agree.
I can concur to that.
Like building this fort. It was awesome building it, but now I just want to take a nap. And I can't even get inside of it half the time, so it's horrible.
Yeah,
horrible
no
too.
naps when you're an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I nap every day. What are you talking about?
What?
I take more naps as an adult than I did as a kid. Like
Honestly, same.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They tried to make me take naps as a kid, and I was like, I hate bedtime, no! And now I'm an adult, and I'm like, when can I go to bed? Come on.
We appreciate it more, I think.
Yeah.
now. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because we don't get as much sleep now as we
Shit,
used to.
5-minute smoke break? Nah. 5-minute nap in the freezer.
I agree.
Be right back, boss. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Yeah, that's it. Goes in the freezer. 20 minutes later, where the fuck did he go? I'm right here, boss. Sorry. My cigarette took 20 minutes to go out. Oh, God.
I was doing freezer polls.
I did that one time when I worked at McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
You napped in
yeah.
the freezer?
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't drink usually, but
Hey,
back
man,
then,
those frozen chicken nuggets are a great pillow.
they are. The bags, like, you just bunch it up a little bit and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I had I had a joint birthday party with another friend of mine, and we got so plastered, and we drank until about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to be to work at 10 a.m.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, I was still drunk. So when I went into work, and then I went back there to get some hamburger patties.
Done.
And just laid down. I was like, oh, I'm just going to rest my head here because it was so cool in there.
Yep.
Felt so good.
Yep.
I was like, okay. And
No, I wasn't napping. I passed out. Why didn't you call the ambulance?
I fainted.
yeah. What happened? What's going on?
That's what you got to do next time.
Now I just nap in like the medical center.
And they don't even care. They're like, that's what it's there for. What?
I mean, no, I don't. I don't do that.
I definitely nope. How long were you asleep in the freezer?
I have no idea.
No clue.
They just walked in. They were like, we were wondering where you were. It's like, huh? Yep. Coming out.
Coming.
And then they smelled the alcohol on me, and then they told me to go home.
Oh, did you get fired?
No.
That's amazing.
No, because my boss at the time was a raging alcoholic, so
I
he
mean, come on.
understood.
Come on. It's McDonald's. Who gets fired from McDonald's? Unless you're that shitty at your job.
Well,
Unless
I mean,
you jizz in the McChickens.
I got blacklisted.
And give somebody herpes. Oh.
Oh, well, why?
Yeah, these are all things that have happened.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that McDonald's.
You don't want to go to gas stations either then, because this one guy got caught pissing in Mountain Dew bottles.
Oh, come on,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Oh, he's
The
ruined shit for
sacred
me.
Mountain Dew, man.
What a
I'll take a
bastard.
McChicken. Jizz on the side, please.
I'd like to put it on the sandwich myself. Thanks.
I prefer my boyfriend's. Could he come in and do that real quick?
Why not just order it to go?
Fair point.
See? Alright, guys. Well, thank you for calling in. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
I know you guys are going to go be seeing a movie now, so enjoy having
Hey.
seen that movie.
What movie you seeing?
Ocean's 8.
Oh, is that the girl one?
Yeah,
Yeah, about
Oh.
the heights.
Okay.
the Ocean's 11 female version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
All
Let
right,
us know
guys.
how it is.
For sure.
Bye, cuties.
Bye.
Bye.
Our second call-in. Woo!
And they actually talked.
Yeah, that actually went really well. Screw you, Josh. Oh. But yeah, so driving sucks and working sucks. Those are the worst things about adulting, for sure. And Alyssa had a very good point that, like, things that used to be fun are not nearly as fun anymore.
No. And like we talked about earlier, like, things that we loved when we were kids is not the same. Like, it's like I brought up Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the energy drink, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was delicious. I remember drinking that shit by, like, the 2 liters, you know what I mean? Like, it was so good when I was younger, and then they stopped making it. And then, 2 years ago, last year, somewhere, like, they came out with it again. And I was like, oh my god, Surge, I loved it. And then I took a drink out of it, and I was very highly disappointed.
It was just awful.
It was awful. And I was so upset about it.
I mean, who wouldn't be? That's like all of your hopeful nostalgia just went.
Yeah, it was bad. I was really upset.
I've had things like that too. On like the reverse side of that though, but I'm still kind of in the same theme, but like on the reverse side of that, when I was a kid I hated broccoli. Now, broccoli with a little bit of sugar and some cheddar cheese.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Delicious.
It's fucking amazing. And I feel like such an adult for saying that. Prune juice and cranberry juice. I don't really like prune juice very much, but cranberry juice is good.
Cranberry juice is good. Never had prune juice.
I don't
I've never had it.
that's like 80-year-old drink. That's something for like way future me to ponder on and experiment with.
Like sushi.
Oh no.
No? You don't like sushi? See, I absolutely hated it. I thought it was like the worst thing you could ever put in your mouth. And but now that I'm older, like I kind of like it to a point. Like there's certain kinds that I can't have that I don't like. But for the most part,
You know, that was something I didn't even realize for like a long time growing up, was that there's different kinds of sushi. I've always viewed sushi as being raw fish with rice and seaweed.
yeah, I mean they have one. It's the California roll or whatever, and it's not even sushi. It's imitation crab meat wrapped in rice.
That's not bad.
Like
Doesn't
and,
sound-
and it has like what is it? A piece of like avocado or some shit in it.
I don't like avocado either.
Just unwrap it and take the avocado out.
But yeah, I could do that. Yeah, for sure. I would
You go to Kroger. They got the little thing
I went
in the
to
middle.
Kroger.
There's a sushi thing, right? But without the security risk. But yeah, go to the little sushi. They got the little sushi desk where the guys is sitting there making it all, and you can go in there and be like, "Hey, can I get the California roll without the avocado?" And I'm sure he'll just wrap some fucking shit up for you.
My aunt is like super into sushi as well. Hi, Aunt Mimi. She, at least she used to be. I don't know if she is anymore, but she had me try a couple
Holidays.
different kinds.
Holidays aren't the same.
It's true. Holidays are not the same either. Like when I was a kid, I used to get tons of presents for Christmas, and now I don't even know what day Christmas is anymore.
I'm like that with my birthday,
Same.
and I hate Christmas. I just hate it.
I liked all the presents as a kid, but beyond that, I've never really cared for it.
Yeah. I mean, I celebrate it now, and I have to, because I have kids, I have to act like I like it.
Right.
But really, Christmas is probably one of the worst holidays ever for me.
I don't like the festivities. I don't like how like jolly and cheery and happy and like so
Right.
fake.
Just like, shut the fuck up.
Like you hate your life just as much as I do. Shut the fuck up, Karen. It's bad. It really is.
And it was, like, what's weird, though, is now that I'm older, I have a more appreciation for Halloween.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like, Halloween is probably well, I'm not going to say probably, it is my absolute favorite holiday.
Same.
And everybody doesn't see it as a holiday, and I think we should have it off work.
I
I'm just
agree.
saying. It
Yeah,
should be-
especially for night
should
shifters,
be
man.
Or if we have to work it, time and a half.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, I agree. Because you're missing out on opportunities with like your kids and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Well, even if you don't have kids, I mean, it should be it should be a holiday.
it should be a family day,
Mhm.
if nothing else.
But I think if it actually became a legit holiday, I think it would go away. Like, it wouldn't be like a great thing anymore.
You might be right.
You know,
I don't want that to be true, though.
No. I mean, my whole life revolves around Halloween, pretty much. Like, it's
Have
my
you
apartment.
seen the apartment?
it's my home decor. It's Halloween decorations. Every year I get new home decor.
The-
I'll see it as Halloween decorations. It's my home decor.
See, and that's how I've been, like, as soon as I turned probably about 13, Halloween, all the way.
Mhm.
When I was, like, 15, 16, no, 14, 15, I had a room at my dad's house out in Westland, and the whole room was just Halloween decorations.
Mhm.
The fucking fake spider web curtains,
Mhm.
and little skeletons and skulls and stuff hanging from the ceiling everywhere. Those, you know, those door printout things that you put it on your door and it's supposed to like look like a dungeon wall or
Mhm.
like hands coming out of a pit or something, you know, something like that. I used to have those up on my walls in my room as like a wallpaper.
Yeah. I had, when I lived with my brother, I lived with my brother in his basement, and that was my wall for a little while.
That's so cool. I loved it. I loved the idea of doing it.
When years ago when I was married, I had owned a house, and I had, you know, a basement. Well, I had a friend of mine who was a very talented artist. He came over and we painted the whole wall black, and then we made like these blue flames all up it. And I had these little action figures. Now I don't remember what the names of the action figures were, but they were little devils. And actually that's where I got one of my tattoos from, sort of.
Sort of.
Man, I don't even remember the name of it. It was so long ago, but and then my dog ate the head off it.
Oh, no.
Not this one, but another. But yeah, I mean, I had like there's this weird on the wall, or again like on the floor by the wall. There was like this weird bump in the floor. I didn't know what it was, and I had it all staged up where it was like he was king, and he had his two little minions next to him. So. And then there was like flames behind him, you know, like that
That's
was
so
my
cool.
basement.
I love
You know?
that. I want to do that, but with like life-size stuff.
Yeah.
Alyssa decided to take this to a very dark corner of adulting. So Alyssa makes a couple more points about why adulting sucks. Another reason is that the older you get, the more people you love start to pass away, which is sad and very true.
Mm-hmm.
I now, at this stage in my life, only have one grandfather who is well into his 80s and just had a mini heart attack not too long ago. He's my last grandpa. Once he's gone, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's so sad. But yeah, that is definitely true. And she also said your friends start moving away and people start moving on with their lives. Your social circle gets smaller and you don't have as much free time to hang out with people anymore, which kind of attributes to the social circle getting smaller.
And
And
people start
even-
having kids and
Yeah.
serious relationships and all this stuff, and then you just don't really hang out so much.
And between your time being completely occupied, their time being completely occupied, and very rarely does it sync up to where you both have a free day together at the same time, you know? So
Well, even us as adults, I mean, our work schedule is hard to get around. You know, I have days off, you don't have days off, or whatever. I
Vice
get out
versa.
late, or whatever, and it's just
Right.
it gets hard sometimes to do the show when we want to do the show because we have adulting to do. But
and
on the upside of adulting,
we were able to do.
We were able to do the show. We paid for
the equipment,
the equipment and everything. So I mean, that is a plus side to adulting, because you can get the things you want when you want. But
I have the perfect solution: child labor.
That's illegal now. I don't think we can do that no more.
As long as they get paid a fair wage. As long as they can afford their webcams and laptops.
Just remember, minimum wage is going up. So.
Child labor, you can pay them like the current minimum wage. They'll be fine. They're just children. They won't know. They're happy to get like $10 in a month.
We'll make them sign a 30-year contract. Like your pay will not increase.
Oh, God.
That's
Riot,
so wrong.
I know you want to be in the show, buddy. I know. But there's not enough room in here for you.
He dropped his toy in disgust.
That was so
He's
cute.
like, fuck you then.
He literally, he's like, he's got his toy in his mouth and he's looking at me and I'm talking to him and I was like, there's just not enough room for you. And he goes, and like looks at me with, oh, it was great. That was a good time. That was perfect.
It was. There's a lot of upsides and downsides to adulting, but you know, there's more downsides, I guess, just because like responsibility in general sucks.
Got a new subscriber.
Oh,
Thanks, Mom. That's my mom.
oh, hey,
Thanks, Mom, for subscribing.
thank you. We appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, there's so many upsides and downsides to adulting, and it's just, I don't know, it sucks.
It really, like, I mean, general consensus is like 80% sucks, 20% not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly the responsibility. Responsibility sucks. Like, I just want to be able to, like, go outside and play with my friends.
Right. Like,
you know what I mean?
If
like, I don't want to have to worry about working. I don't want to have to worry about us. I mean, I will. I'm not like a deadbeat that, you know, decides not to work. But
I'm with you, though. Like, if I had the choice to bring home $1,000 a week without having to work at all, I would take that up in a heartbeat. I would use that time to go and travel and support my friends and, you know, give back to the community and stuff. Like, if I didn't have to work, I would be out doing volunteering and, like, volunteering with elderly and with young kids, like the Big Brother, Big Sister program, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't do those things because I have to work. I have to be at work in order to support myself.
Right. But you got to be an adult to do those things. Right.
And it just sucks.
You got to have a job where you hardly work. Like, I was looking at a little while back. I was looking at joining the Peace Corps. It's because I thought it would be, you know, cool to do. You go to another country, you get to teach people things and whatever.
Seems cool.
Well, find out you got to have a college degree. I mean, you just got to have a bachelor's, but
it's not bad. But still,
that bachelor's costs you about $15,000. Okay, and then you have to like, they pay you a very, very basic amount, like, depending on where you're living. And most of the time you're going to be living in, like, a hut, you know, and you'll be hunting your own food and, you know, fishing and, like, all this stuff. But, like, that part I wouldn't mind so much, but you would have no amenities that I got used to as an adult.
Right.
And as a child. But so I kind of, you know, plus you'd be gone for like 2 years at a time. And
I mean, the pro-con ratio on that one, it really leans more on the con. It would be cool, like the learning opportunity and the experience in and of itself would be really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You have to make a lot of sacrifices in order to get that, and so it's just
yeah. I mean, if I was like 15 and you were able to join the Peace Corps at 15, I'd be like, let's go. Yeah, you know, fuck it. I ain't got a job right now anyway, so might as well.
As an adult.
Yeah, you got a job you gotta look after. You got a family. You got, you know, all kinds of stuff. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my family to death, but you know, there's just a lot of stuff you have to look at. We can't just like get up and go and do things. Is he coming through the ceiling?
I'm terrified that he might, because that's why I'm like, oh god.
A dog may break through.
If the ceiling collapses, it's a dog.
What's he doing? Is he sneezing?
I think
the hell
so.
was that?
Oh god.
Jesus.
Oh god. Oh, he found the wub. Smart ass. Oh man.
But yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of
cons.
pros and cons. But one of the pros that I wanted to throw in really quick, because we're getting to the end of our show here, hidden adult themes in kids movies, like Disney.
Oh God, yes.
That is a definite pro.
Things you never realized when you were a kid. Like I watched Shrek, and I was like, "Holy hell!" Like the stuff that was in Shrek, I was like, "Jesus!" Like,
How did my parents let me watch this?
right? They didn't realize this, like, or did they just not care? I don't.
Did they know it would best be? I told you guys, right? Wanted to be in the show.
There's a zero.
Oh, you're a dork, dog. Yeah, there's so many Disney movies and like even like cartoons, like Hey Arnold and Teen Titans and oh my God, Justice League. Justice League is so bad.
Never watched it. That was after my time.
It was actually.
It was after my time. I never watched it.
Okay, for anyone who has not watched the animated series Justice League, you need to go and watch it and count all the adult themes in it. There was literally a scene in Justice League which was meant as an all ages audience type of production. There was a scene where Princess Diana goes on like an escapade, we'll call it, with this princess from another country who's getting married to oh God, what is the guy's name? He's the immortal guy that's been around since like ancient Egypt. Oh God, I can't remember his fucking name.
Peace out.
Bye, babe. Love you. I can't remember his name, but anyway, this princess is getting married to this guy, and she decides that she wants to go on a little escapade with Diana as her like last ditch freedom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a scene where they go to this party, and this dude slaps Princess Diana on her ass, so she turns around and super punches him. You don't see the hand hit her butt, but you hear the context of the conversation, and then you see him move, and then it goes to just her from like chest up, and you hear, and then her face, and you're just like, oh my God. And Barry Allen, the Flash, he makes so many adult remarks. It's ridiculous.
That's funny. Funny.
The whole show is just full of them. But yeah, like Disney movies and Justice League and
Ren and
cartoons.
Stimpy. Okay, that was another
Yeah.
one. I thought that was shit. It was hilarious when I was a kid.
And then you went back as
A
an
couple
adult.
years like last year, or the year before, I watched it. It was on Netflix, I think. And I watched it, and I was like, "Why the fuck did I think this was funny? Like, this is not funny." And the amount of crap that was in there, I was just like, "My parents let me watch this."
Like Ed, Edd and
Why?
Eddy, man.
Why?
Ed, Edd and Eddy was similar in that way too. It was like the more kid-friendly version of like Family Guy or Simpsons, maybe. Well, probably Simpsons would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a slightly kid-friendlier version of The Simpsons. It was a lot of stupidity and a lot of like adult references, like the box of tissues under the bed next to the girls' magazine or chicks' magazines
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. You know, there's so much, man. So much as a kid that we missed.
Your mom said, "Just so you know, you can get paid to drive around with your car wrapped. It's advertising."
Because we were talking about the Dr. Pepper thing earlier.
Yep.
It is a thing.
I know it's a thing, but
The offer that
But
they
they,
made.
I received a text, like a random text, like, "Hey, this is Dr. Pepper." You know what I mean? Like that's what I was like skeptical about. Was
That's
the-
yeah, and like the amount
I
that they
didn't
were
think-
offering.
yeah. I didn't think
was-
Dr. Pepper was gonna like ring my phone. You know, like, hey, and it just so happens I like Dr. Pepper. So
So I mean, maybe they know that. Maybe they've been tracking your purchasing.
yeah, we've been tracking your credit card to show us you have bought 15 Dr. Peppers in the last 2 weeks.
Oh gosh.
See you like it with Jack.
We see you like it with Jack. Okay, guys. So we are curious to hear your reasons for why adulting sucks and why being a kid is better. We think that driving makes adulting crappy. We think that working is not the best part of adulting. We agree that responsibility is the crappiest part for sure.
Definitely.
And that one of the pros to being an adult is like a better understanding of all vagalities that we missed as a kid. Being wiser, we'll say. Definitely a benefit of being an adult.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like being stupid, though.
Ignorance is bliss.
Being a dumb kid. I missed it. Like, you can do whatever the hell you wanted to, and people are just like, he's a kid.
I can't tell you how much I watch kids get free stuff at the store where I work. Like, other adults will just be like, oh, hey, buddy, here, take this $1. Oh, you want to buy, like, $20 worth of junk food? I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. Like, I wish that someone would do that for me as an adult. Like, hey, Janet, I'm struggling too.
Sharon, give me that fucking money. God.
You telling me you can't spare 50 cents, Carol? It's a bag of fucking Fritos. Come on. Oh, man.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess in general, adulting does suck.
But it does have its good. It does have its good sides.
It does. I mean, sex.
Sex is. Oh yeah. Good mention, buddy.
Like, I mean, we can't do that without being an adult. Well, we could, but
it'd be wrong.
Yeah.
I know.
Very frowned upon.
I know a few kids. Like when I was in high school, we were talking about how like we lost our virginities, and I was like, I am a virgin, and then everyone else was like, I was 11 when I lost mine, and I'm like, how? That's not even moral.
Yeah, like we buy alcohol if we want it.
That's
Go to
another
the bar.
huge benefit.
And that helps with the stress.
That helps with almost everything, except like the feeling of being old, like your body creaking and stuff, because then you wake up hungover.
Jesus Christ,
and,
yeah, that's like the worst shit ever. It's just, it's like, when I was like in my 20s, I was able to drink a lot and I would be fine the next day. Now it's just like, I have like a glass of like Jack and Coke and I'm just like, and I got heartburn to match, I got heartburn and fucking achy and like right now, like we have to get off this floor. And I don't think it's going to happen.
I have faith.
I'm going to have to bust up through the ceiling. I'm not crawling out of this shit.
Pull an M&M. Raise the roof. I have to say, I'm pretty sure that my bones and muscles are made of Rice Krispies, because anytime that I move in the morning, it's all snap, crackle, and pop. It's bad.
Yeah.
And I'm only 22. Like, I'll be 23 in a few days, but still, like, I'm not that old. But my shoulders, man, my shoulders are bad. You can hear it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I never broke a bone in my body until I was 34.
Wow.
Never broke a bone. All the stupid shit I used to do, never broke a bone. I stepped down a step, it missed the last step, and I hit the side of my foot.
Broke your ankle?
Snapped my foot. It was like right below like my pinky, like right here. And yeah, I snapped it. That fucking thing, that was 2 years ago, and it still hurts on occasion. I'm just like, just fucking heal already.
You've seen my hand before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, it took forever to heal. Like I had to make it, like I had to force to be able to walk on it, everything else, because I just got tired of. I got claustrophobic in my cast.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Like that's kind of
yeah,
weird.
because I couldn't move my foot because they had the cast like on my foot, like this.
Right, and it like goes over your ankle. And...
Yeah, but my foot was stuck in this position, so I'm trying to, while I'm sleeping, I was trying to move it and I couldn't, and then I couldn't sleep.
That makes sense.
And then a lot of times it was like swelling up, like my leg or whatever would swell up. And it would just be so uncomfortable. And eventually, they use those plastic casts now. It's not plaster anymore.
Right.
So I actually broke through because I just sat there like
pushing
while I was
on it?
sleeping. I just kept pushing and pushing.
Ow.
And I'm just like fuck. Like I couldn't deal with it. So I started walking around without my boot on, or without my little cast cover or whatever. So hopefully I was grinding down the bottom of my cast, and then eventually it would fall off. You know, so
that's
it
smart.
got so horrible, and I couldn't deal with it, and I was just like, I felt like I couldn't breathe because I couldn't move my foot, and it was so stupid.
I'm hiding it.
But
That is so interesting. Like being claustrophobic in the one area. Like I didn't even think about that as a possibility, but I could totally see it now that
Yeah.
you've explained it. Like
yeah, because I don't like being restricted.
yeah.
Like I don't like being tied down.
I mean,
Yeah,
I hesitated on that one. Sorry.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I was the same way when my hand was in a cast. Like there were so many things that I wasn't able to do, and I was just like, "Fuck!" It wasn't in a cast; it was in a splint. But I was just like, "Fuck this shit," and I just and would sit there like 2 weeks after I broke it, shuffling cards, like, "Oh, oh!" Shuffling back to go.
Yeah, but like in all honesty, when I broke my foot, like I said, I've never broken anything until I was about 34 or 35. No, 34. Never broke anything. So I was anticipating, like, I thought I just sprained it
Right.
because it didn't hurt that bad. Like
hear
all these
my-
people.
I can hear myself screaming through the headphones.
I thought it was out in the hallway. hey, go on.
He wants to bub him.
But like I thought it would hurt a lot worse than it did. So I'm just like, I just sprained it. You know, like I mean, basically, I was almost crying when I did it because it hurt so bad.
Oh,
Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
and but I mean, it did, but it didn't hurt as much as I thought breaking a bone would hurt.
right.
You know, so I went back, I limped back to bed, and I woke up the next morning and my foot was like super huge,
Oh, God.
and I couldn't walk on it, and like all this, it was bad. And I had my Jeep at the time, and it was a 6-shift, and I broke my left foot.
Oh, no.
So I
you
had to
couldn't
clutch. I had to drive myself to the hospital to go get it x-rayed and everything, and I'm
with
clutching.
the clutch. Oh, God.
Yep. It was horrible.
Man.
And then it took fucking forever to heal. And then the nurse was like, "Do you have a ride home?" I was like, "No, I should be okay." After they put a cast on it. So my foot is stuck like this in the cast. And she's like, "Are you going to be able to drive home?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine."
No.
And then she's like, "You have an automatic, right?" I was like, no, I don't. She's like, "You're going to drive with a cast?" She's like, "I don't think I can legally let you leave."
Be like, just pretend I never said that I had a manual.
Right. That was not me.
That was the other guy with a foot cast.
And I knew I really fucked it up too, because the nurse who was X-raying was like,
That's
How?
always a bad sign.
It's like, how? I was like, I tried to ninja roll, so I didn't put all my fat ass weight on it, and it ended up just snapping my foot. She's like, I have never seen a break like that. I was like, oh shit. Like, how are you gonna heal it? You don't know if you've never seen it before. How's this gonna work?
Right, you don't know how to fix this? See, I'm the exact opposite end of that scale. When I went and got x-rays, they were looking at me funny in there. I was like, what? They're like, your lungs are huge. I was like, cool. But with that, guys, we have been airing for a little over an hour. We're trying to keep our shows at the hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and sign off now. I don't want to leave the fort, though.
That's pretty awesome.
It is. We did a good job.
We did. We did. It took us a while, though, because you lose that shit when you get older, too.
Yeah.
Like, fort making skills, not really at their best when you're older.
Not-
Hey.
Not at all like riding a bike.
He's trying to eat our Teddy Green.
You cannot have the Teddy Grahams. They're mine.
Really wants those. No, right, go on.
He
Back.
really does, too. He's sitting there pawing at him, pulling them out of the fort. But, all right, guys. So, next week, probably either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We're still trying to work out like a specific day that works best because our schedules are ever-changing. But one of those 3 days, most likely, we will be back for episode 6, I believe is what we're on.
Yeah. Yep.
And the name of that episode, I will tell you that name in just a single moment. Just one moment. Almost there. Almost got it. Return of the Butt Pie. Episode 6, Return of the Butt Pie.
Yep.
I believe our theme will be serial killer and like unsolved murder, I think is what we discussed.
I think that's a good one.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
We should go with that one.
Yep.
So yeah.
So if you're into serial killers, serial killer shows, serial killer books,
Oh, if you're
serial killer movies.
If you're into serial killers, you should have been watching this show from episode 1. Saying.
If you're a serial killer, watch the show.
Call
in.
All right, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, give us a call anytime. We really need
during
it.
the show.
During the show, preferably.
Yeah, I don't want a 3 a.m. call like, "Hey guys,
I mean,
how you doing?
I'll take it.
I want to wear your face."
I don't. I
Weird
want to
shit
wear
like
your
that.
face. Only those calls would.
God.
Those calls would only come in at 3 a.m. too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your miserable day, and stay the fuck out of our blanket fort, women.
Yeah.
What do
Girls
you
allowed.
think you